Greetings to all in creation. This is Aurora in creation with the latest. So now I am noticing that they are working their way with a lot of power towards the original, anti-United States of American plans, using Britain as bait. So I just want to say here that this is a very special message, and I want to address the British monarchs with this whole controversy about, the murder of Jesus Rothschild Rockefeller by King Charles and everything via Nicolas, who somehow stole me from the White House. I'm not sure exactly how this took place. However, now they have cases against me because they did many fake paperwork, and they don't really have many real-blooded Americans that are able to fight that cause. I am that person, and I'm fighting on behalf of all that care. Now, I wanted to tell King Charles that I want to be thankful to you, Your Highness, because when they placed me under and fed me all these inappropriate foods and weakened my vessel so much, the only real jolt of awareness, despite all these amazing packages I made to the CIA, led to restructure from a point of having been super disconnected and placed under another being's journey by being fed their food while not being sick of their diseases. So I was forced on another timeline by extreme measures of extra terror. That is extreme bad for people to go through that. And then I got this jolt of awareness, and I started to look for my IOE and my A number through my files that I found damaged at the tent that remained that they did not steal. And I knew that I wrote my information. Then I found that between two sheets that were stuck by some mud and some rain, and I had to open that, find it, and the first person I wrote that to the discretion of, was King Charles, and then Prince William. And Harry, I had been sending him letters to his address in Montecito, California, because he's my half brother. We've never met. I'm just trying to meet my family and understand the truth. But by the fact that I did that, then the three officers came, because in Bluffton, some of these letters, they had Noor al-Khazin enter with Ahmad to post for their agenda of BCSO to say that I'm that person, with the Mohammed Nasrallah virus developed by AUB, which is, I don't care how much they want to claim they're American. That's just not the case. I don't care how many American presidents they brought and fed over there and kept over there. It's still not the same. So for a foreign nation to develop a virus to place onto the phone of an American citizen, for the cops to then take the side of the virus people, I don't know if they don't know or not, but whatever it is, that is unacceptable. Then for them to think that I'm stupid enough to fall for that and be dumber than a fucking hacker from an Arab world. Excuse me, no. In addition to all this, the person who started to reprogram me in the correct was King Charles and his family. Because as soon as I sent them my IOE, and then when I felt the frequency of these coughs and I knew something was wrong, and by the meeting that I had at the Forsyth Mansion, whereby they then decided to give that information to Amber, and these people carry me back here, I noticed that it is wrong. And I personally believe that within himself, Charles probably shifted, and he realized that my night rapes were not the way. That's when, the power from William, because Will is the way, the will of the world has been shifting through Prince William. He was my anchor at BCSO and beyond. I've never met him in person. I just know that he came by at night, and I know his presence. I know his power just because I just know. And Same for Harry, but it's different. It's a different spectrum. To me, Harry's like funny. He's a very funny guy. He's hilarious. And William is very different. He's very sensitive. I don't know how to explain now. And Charles is very sensitized too, like amongst all the masculine consciousness. He's done the journey of embodying royal consciousness, which takes a lot of effort and dedication to have to be in those places, in those spaces, and sum up all the history of his predecessors into one compact package and beyond, and present it to the public, and deal with having met my father and having taken the actions he's taken within the construct of ... because I don't know the politics within. But I do know that since that moment, and going towards Forsyth's house and starting to re-educate my body to assimilate correct food, like vitamins. At first they didn't poison me there, then Nilo started to infiltrate and everything. When it was just Forsyth, you know, the vitamins he took, I took all his remedies, because he's an old man, he had depression and certain symptoms. I would take the same exact things. This magnesium, I would take his aspirin, just like to help my blood clots, and then he would take me to CVS. I would pick stuff for like anti-ear infection. And then I started to notice that then on forward they would put stuff in the ear infection remedies by Nilo Kylo Rad. Like, that's real terror. For anybody to be against human life, that's not well. That is not. And also for the United States security of the Department of Homeland Security, you know, within the forms that I'm filling up on and on and on, I noticed there are some questions that shouldn't even be there by now. If you need to ask these questions to anyone, that person shouldn't even come near the United States of America. Not even near. The questions themselves are scary. It's like, how can you even ask me that question? I don't understand. Like in those sections whereby they ask people if they've been involved in, you know, criminal pathology with guns, and if given a gun to participate in a crime, if they shot someone else. Like, it's detailed questions, so I'm sure they come from somewhere. You know, they come from the thinking about the urgent constitutional robbery, but it's no longer active on the grids. So I wanted to ask anyone who's capable now to no longer pay any attention to the Bible Belt false records linked to the, you know, Jesuits, to pay more attention to sending energy into the field to cut how idiotic these people are. Like, if I say something that, like, say Mayo will have this, if I take a puff, poof, it will shoot right away. Shafo, run away, call the cop. Like, they're that dumb. Anything, like, it's all attachment of things from the outside, identification of things from